Yo guys, Roach TV here and welcome back to another player review on the channel. Today we're going to be doing Team of the Season Santi Cazorla, as you guys can see on the screen right now. Yesterday on the market he was costing towards the 200k mark, but now he's settled around that 110 to 120k mark, and I feel like he will continue to drop, maybe towards 90 to 100k. We'll have to see, guys, but nevertheless, if we look at the face card stats, 78 pace, 90 shooting, 96 passing, 94 dribbling, 78 defending and 80 physical. He's 5'6", high-low work rates, and that 5-star, guys, looks absolutely phenomenal. I had to use him with the Hunter chemistry style, but I'll talk about the best chemistry styles to use on him once we get into the gameplay, and we'll talk about his pros and cons there. Nevertheless, let's get into his in-game stats, and his key ones for me were, of course, his 92 attacking positioning, 93 shot power, 93 long shots, 97 vision, 96 short passing, 97 ball control, 99 composure, Nepenthes would love that, and the 94 aggression. So technically, looks like a very solid card, but does that go into gameplay? We're looking at that 74 stamina, guys. I'll talk about that once we get into the gameplay. So let's go do that, guys, and we'll discuss these pros and cons there. Here we go, into the gameplay and pros and cons for this Team of the Season Santi Cazorla card. Now, I'm just going to start off by saying, guys, as you would expect, the 5-star combo is absolutely amazing. For a player like me who doesn't really know how to skill properly, I just button mash, to be honest, pretty much all the time. He still is very useful, guys, and you can get past a lot of players using those skills, but the 5-star weak foot especially is absolutely phenomenal. This guy had a lot of good shots, a lot of powerful shots, which brings me on to another pro of his. His shot power is very good on both of his feet, so do not be afraid, guys. The 5-star weak foot speaks for itself. He can shoot on either foot. And yeah, his shot power definitely is very good as well. His long shots as well, but I'm not putting that down as a pro because a lot of his shots, they had a lot of power in it, but a lot of them went straight to the keeper, guys. And yes, if you face some weaker keepers in the game, it can go out for a corner. They'll usually nudge it out for a corner. But once you start facing more of the better keepers, the David De Gea's, the Icons, they're just going to be able to save it. So yeah, definitely, I mean, his long shots, as much as they are powerful, they're not as accurate as I would have liked. But that's not going down as a negative, guys, don't worry. I am going to talk about one of his negatives now, though, and that is his agility. I think his agility, I don't know where it falls. It's somewhere in the 70s, I think. But for a player who's 5'6", you just don't, like, you don't want that low agility. And you can tell that in-game. He's a little bit clunky on the ball, and for a player who's 5'6", you know, you would expect him to have in the 90s agility, especially on a Team of the Season card minimum. And he just doesn't. He's very clunky on the ball, guys, in some instances, especially like for Cazorla, the way how he plays with his skill moves and everything, his height, as I said, you need to have him to have good agility, and he doesn't. And that brings me on to another one of his negatives, guys. His sprint speed, he's just not quick. He isn't, even with the Hunter chemistry style, 73 sprint speed, guys, on a Cam, which is Team of the Season. It's not very good. It isn't. He's got not bad acceleration. I think it's 82 acceleration. But I just think that the sprint speed, it's not, like, it needs to be at least in the 80s, guys, and then you can boost it from there. He just doesn't feel quick enough in game, and it's hard to get away from those players. But let's talk about some of his more pros, some more of his pros, guys. Definitely his passing. Technically, this guy is one of the best cams you can get in the game. You can see, what is it, like 96 dribbling or 94 passing, something like that, guys. But it all converts in-game, guys, as well. Left foot, right foot, whatever you want to do. Long range, short passing, corners, set pieces. Santi Cazorla can do it, and Santi Cazorla can do it well, guys. His aggression as well. This is another one of his pros, guys. 94 aggression. He's not the strongest of players, but he does feel a little bit like a pit bull. If you go shoulder to shoulder with a player, a lot of the time he actually will be able to outstrength them simply because of that aggression, guys. Aggression is a very key stat, especially on those small type of players. And luckily, Cazorla does have that. So not the strongest of players, like 76, 77 strength, but with the aggression, it feels more like in the 80s, in the low 80s. So that's another good pro from Santi Cazorla. And onto his final pro, it has to be his composure. His 99 composure. To be honest, I don't quite know how composure works in FIFA, but I have to say it as a pro. If he's got something 99, his composure has to be good. And everybody talks about composure. Everyone says how it's so important, especially, you know, Nepenthes. So if a player's got 99 composure, it must make them feel better in-game. And Cazorla does have that. But onto his final negative, guys. And this really is the key negative. And that is his stamina, guys. His stamina at 74, I think it is. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. At this time in FIFA, especially on a midfielder, I feel like a midfielder is the most important player on the pitch in terms of stamina. and 74 stamina, guys. Trust me, I use this guy for 2 games, and by the end of the game, you guys will see in his bar, he is absolutely done. By halftime, he's already got orange on his bar, and it's not the best, guys. You do not want that on a player. So do watch out for the stamina. If you do want to use this guy, then I would suggest taking him off at the 60th minute, because beyond that, he's pretty much useless. But overall, not a bad card. It's just some of those key things, for example, the stamina, it just kind of ruins the card a little bit, guys. So be in mind for that. But let's get into the overall summary and overall rating, and we'll talk about the card a little bit more there. Into the overall summary and rating for this team of the season, Santi Cazorla card. Now, I'm going to be giving him not a bad 7.7 overall rating, guys. An 8 out of 10 value for coins. I feel like this card is decent for his value. Just sitting over 100k at the moment, guys, and he will drop in price. It's not too bad for a 93 rated team of the season, but if you do want to use this guy and you do take FIFA seriously, I would not suggest touching him, simply because of that stamina. You do not like that stamina, guys. Agility and sprint speed, I guess they can be catered for, guys, which brings me on to what chemistry style should you use him. I feel like you should use this guy in the cam position, first of all, guys, simply because high-low work rates, 5-star, 5-star. He's wasted at center mid, in my opinion. And if you are using this guy at cam, I feel like Engine is probably the best chemistry style. If not, Hunter's not a bad option either. I used him with a Hunter. I feel like he was okay with that, but he still didn't feel the quickest, so I feel like it's best boosting the technical stats first before boosting that pace to make sure that he's the best on the board that he can be. But he does have some nice positives, guys. His shot power is good. Does feel fairly strong, especially for his height, thanks to that aggression. Passing is absolutely phenomenal, guys. Of course, I didn't really get to use this guy for that long, simply because I was using him in draft. But in the time that I did use him, guys, the short but sweet time, he was not a bad player. And I would suggest giving him a go, and let me know how he plays for you guys. Because, yes, you can easily just look at the stats and feel like, okay, I can't use this card. But it's team of the season, guys. You got to use some players. You got to have a bit of fun with FIFA. And that's what it's all about. And see, maybe this card could be a bit of a hidden gem for you guys. Anyway, thank you all for watching the video. Feel free to like, subscribe, do all that stuff if you haven't already, guys. And let me know in the comment section down below, who else do you want to see me review for this La Liga team of the season or Super League team in the season? They have some nice players in amongst them as well. I think I have some real reviews coming along the way, guys, and more videos. So keep an eye out for that. Turn on post notifications as well, guys. It does mean a lot. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.